Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Liliveth Tate channel. Hello, how is everybody in the world today, tonight, afternoon, and your time? So, make a loud shout out to Gas Sander, the first viewers on my live streaming. Hello, Gas Sanders. Thank you for coming. First person who came to my live streaming tonight. So this is my 12 midnight talk. So my hashtag is apology. Hashtag hello, share. Thank you for coming. Censor and passport bro. Always, passport bro is always there on my hashtag. Okay. And for those not yet part of my LTC family, LTC friends, supporters in team, don't hesitate to click that membership join button. Oh, why? You know what? I have a story about the bird share. Especially the family of parrot. Once, especially if you're the one who take care of them, if they too much sin on you that you are so depressed, or you're sad or things like that, you know they will, I think they commit suicide. That's the personality of a family of parrot. Once they know that the person who take care of them, that uh too much depression, you can tell. That's the effect. Oh my gosh, everything is affected now uh well, I think that's the climate change. Even though that we're almost end of the month of May, so that's a whole month of June, it will not too hot. That's the reason why, guys, I don't really want to go outside, because it's really hot. So especially for those older people, it's better to stay home. Especially here in the Philippines, it's very hot. The heat stroke is very prone. Even though animals are affected of too much hot season here. So me, if it's not, I just stay home. Okay. Well, anyway, that's that's the sad news from you, share. But just accept the fact that your pet bird is no longer in your cage. That's the one thing also, guys, that once you know uh, some of my siblings, they have pets, dogs, cats, and I can feel that also, that once I give freedom to my cat Bella, and then I cannot see her going around here, I feel sad also. So I don't know if I'm ready to have a pet. So pet also help for you, especially when you're lonely. You have pets that you can talk, or so it depends what kind of pet you love. But I love cat, because cat is very very independent. So unlike the dog that you have to bring it, go around, but the cat, they're very independent. So dog, especially when the dog is get older, you have to bring them outside just to have exercise also, or else they will have a heart attack or a stroke. Because my big sister also, she had, cat and dog in the too much heat. They have a heat stroke. And my sister's really sad. But it happened. No one's like that. Okay. So I just drink my ginger ale. Okay. Let me zip first. I like ginger ale. Actually, when I eat ice cream, so I learned this from Frank that adding ginger ale in your ice cream, it's good. And then after I will discuss, the things that I would like to discuss. Maybe I can sing a few songs. All right. So tonight is May 20. Well, it's 25 because it's almost to 12 midnight. So I just go in advance, guys. Me? Ikaw ang magtarong diha. Who are you? Are you trolls? Are you trolls? Are you trolls? You come here and then you tell me pagtarong. You think I don't understand that? Even though it's a joke, don't you ever say that, okay? You just only joke to the person that you really know well. Especially you know that person in person, okay? Sometimes people cannot really get your sense of humor. Sometimes people, their joke is kind of a insult. Okay, so you have to be aware of your joke because your joke is too meaning. And I know who you are. Don't tell me. I can smell you. Well, I can speak Bisaya, I can speak Tagalog, but is the thing is, to be fair for my Westerns supporters, I have to speak English so that they understand what I'm talking about, and then all of them can relate. Okay, so Hikusa, who is this? Hamza bin Musa. What is the dish that you make? Dish that you make the most. I have so many dishes that I make because I don't eat like the main dish again and again. Different dish. I don't like to eat food again and again. Okay. Okay. No. No. It's okay. Sure. For those people that I know in person, I don't really mind about, the green joke or what, because I already know you. So it's easy for me to adjust what you're really wants to tell about your joke. But for those people that I don't really know you, don't ever attempt to make joke. Because you know what? It leading to misunderstanding or misinterpret. Okay, we don't want to happen that, because we avoid misunderstanding. Because you know what? If there's a misunderstanding, there's a gossip in fight. Okay, so we have to aware of that. Everyone loves joke, but make sure that your joke is not really it's really joke that makes people laugh when they read it, when they hear that. But don't make a joke that your joke is kind of a insulting to a person. Don't. Especially you don't know the person. You don't know what people gonna do for you if you do that. Okay? Remember, in Tagalog, ang pagsisisi hindi nasa unahan. Always at the end. Remember that, guys. Yeah, that's why, the theme of my hashtag is apology, hashtag sincere, hashtag, of course, passport bro is always in my hashtag. Buti na lang uminom ako ng ginger ale. Hindi masyado tumaas ang aking BP. Because we people sometimes, in Tagalog, masyado tayong kampante to other people. And then, of course, some people's mouth are so matabel. It's matabel. So, too much matabel, wag masyadong ganon. Kasi, hindi mo alam, baka may katapat ka. Okay? So I know some Filipino can understand that, what I said. Okay? I just enjoy my ginger ale. Sorry is nothing if you keep doing again and again. Okay. Okay, so let's go to our main subject. Here's the thing, guys, that we people sometimes we speak or we tells other people that it's not our intention to offend. But sometimes people, it's really their intention to insult, harass the person. Okay. So, if the person, like I said, that if you're doing that, pag may katapat ka, of course, they will not allow that to themselves, that you're gonna tell or say that to them. Because each of us deserve respect. Okay? Once you acknowledge your mistake, and you have to owe apology or apologize to a person or sorry. And then once you have to say sorry, you have to sincere, because meaning it's not your intention to hurt the person, okay? But here's my explanation. But if you're intentionally hurt the person, insult the person, disrespect the person, oh, you have to pay that. You have to pay that to person. If that person will file case to you, then you have to pay that. Okay, so that's why people, it's easy for them to say sorry, but they are not sincere. And then once they say sorry, they keep doing again and again and again and again. So meaning it's not intentionally. Okay? That's their intention. To disrespect, to embarrass, to bully a person. Because like, example, the word sorry, when you, like in the supermarket, that's very given that, sometimes you bomb the person's cart, but it's not your intention. So you have to say sorry, sincere, that it's not your intention. And then people will understand that they will accept your sorry or apology because you shown sincerity towards them. But if not, so meaning it's your intention to do that to a person. And then once you intentionally to do that the person, you have to pay the consequence. And especially for those people, make sure that you know that person. Sometimes some people, oh, they will not accept your sorry, especially if you're not sincere the word, if you're not sincere to say sorry to her or to him. You have to pay, because some people, they don't allow that. They think, oh, I don't deserve this. Okay, this person must pay for he's what he's doing. Unless if you have mental disorder, you don't really value the word sorry, and you're not sincere, and you keep doing again and again. It's just like it's your habit. So once it's your habit, mm, the word sorry for you is nothing. It's not really effective, because for you it's just like, okay, say sorry, but you don't really feel, and you don't really understand that you hurt or you embarrass other people, you offended people. Wait until, and that's in Tagalog. I don't know what's the term that in Tagalog na may katapat ka. What is that? I try to wait. Hold on. I will ask my friend Google. What's katapat? Counterpart? Is that the right term? If you do something towards the person that you love to bully, and then one day there's somebody will counterpart. That's what Google said. Okay. Yes, counterpart, because it says kasalungat, kalaban, katapat, magkahapat, kaharap, kabila, things like that. So Don't wait until one day there's a counterpart of what you're doing to other people because you don't really like it. So stop doing that. Stop. Show the world that you have class, you have manners, and you have taste. What kind of taste? So many. What is your taste when it comes to woman? What is your taste when it comes to food? So many kind of taste, not test. Taste. Let's go back to my phone. Okay, sure. I really appreciate if you share. Thank you. Nakakabwisit kasi yung dadating dito tapos mang-insulto tapos sabihin joke. Hello, hello. Okay ka lang. Huwag naman tayong maging maging masyadong matabil ang bunganga. Kasi hindi lahat na tao maintindihan. Ewan ko. Hikusa, I can smell you. I can smell you. Okay? Don't tell me you love you, huh? Love you. Don't tell me that because I don't know you and you don't know me. Okay? Hi, Sean. You know what, Sean? A few days ago, I do a live stream, but nobody's come. So I hope. So that's your chance, to do something for that. But I just stopped there, I just on my live stream on my StreamYard, I just on air like 15 minutes, and then I just observed one, two. I know who's coming because he mentioned me. It suddenly I just cut off. So I just told him, oh, I just stopped because nobody's come. So I prepared to go on, go live YouTube. So if this person, you know, Hikusa, don't. Two guns to ya. How it's going? Where you from? Two guns to ya. Are you trolls? Where you from? Don't for those coming here on my new my channel, because I know some of you are new to my channel. Don't offend oh, don't offended if I ask you, are you troll? If it's not, just say no, you're not trolls, okay? Because I avoid things that I'm going to. Okay, good. You're not a troll. Where are you from? Because I avoid, things that, I don't want to show an attitude here, okay? I just want to be, friendly with you guys. I just want you to feel me that I'm with you. All right? So no bully, no personal attack with each other. So we just share our opinion, knowledge, and thoughts. All right? What states you from if you're in the United States? I have so many friends in United States. All right? What state you from? The world is full of stress. Texas. Oh, Houston. So instead of instead dealing with those people, I prefer to take my ginger ale. This is Canada dry ginger ale. Okay. So this. Hi, Darren. Hello. Okay, guys. So I have a question for 5 million people. Okay. How do you feel? What is your reaction if somebody will disrespect you and then you confront that person that, oh, don't say that because I don't deserve that, and then when they say sorry or apologize to you and then you see that they are not serious, is that sorry or apology, is that accepted? Just yes or no. So if it's no, why? If it's yes, why also? Why? Because in my case, because me, when I know we're not perfect, guys. Okay, we're not perfect, and we think in ourselves that, um, just don't deal with them. But they keep. Here's the. How can I? What is your nickname so that I can call you shortly? From Texas. So that's very common for people that don't deal with them. But if keep doing that again and again, that for no reason they just come on your show, like example, and they keep harassing you. Two guns, okay. You don't have to. Sorry, guys. I belch. The sodium bicarbonate came out on my nose. So you don't have to, because some people that their personality is that, okay, they don't really care, but you have to step to tell that person, wait a minute, you're too much, you below the belt. So you have to put some action so that that person will not keep doing that to you, because it's no good also that you just go to other shows, example, that that person keep harassing you or keep disrespect you. And people, some people, it's easy to believe that the person is like that. They love to ride on the issue that they have no idea what's the story, or what's the story of that situation, right? Block them easy. Okay, so that's the makes sense. Okay, block them easy. But sometimes they do some other account, just to bully. or just to disrespect the person. What happened yesterday is horrible. Day he said sorry, but for him is a joke only. Insulting people is not nice. Repeating, it's different channel. It's not nice. Yes. That's, that, like I said here, that, if the person will censor to say sorry, meaning censor, it's not his intention to hurt or, to uh, say something to you. Because sometimes we people, we think that we do the right thing, but in the eyes of other people it's not. So when once you say sorry to a person, you have to say it sincere, so that the person that you hurt will really convinced that you are sincere, because it's not your intention. But if you say sorry that it's not sincere, meaning it's your intention. It's your intention. So once it's your intention to hurt, to insult, or to offend a person, you have to pay that person. What does it mean? Okay? If that person file case towards you, then you have to pay the consequence. Because a lot, this is what people outside YouTube or inside YouTube, if they're friends, some, they just really believe on the craziness of their friends. They tolerate it because they just like, they feel that they are gangster. They feel that they are gangster with, just to bully other people or mean in women. But the true friends, even though you just friend online, you don't have to tolerate it, that, because it's not right. And me, if the person will tolerate it, that I just, if I'm part of that, if I'm part of the group, and I notice that one of my group, one of the members are like that, might I will, I will leave the group, because I don't want to tolerate it, that. And nobody will, nobody interfere, or nobody stop that person. No, it's not. Because if you're really true friend, you must be aware of what your friends doing to other person. Because like I do believe that the personality of your friend, it reflects on your personality too. So those people that try to be friend, they are not really friend. They are not. Try to be friend, but in real life they are not, because they just want to ride on the issue or the trend. And some people, especially if they're close, okay, and if in they just tolerated their friend, so they love, they just want who ignite the fire for that. Okay. And then this person doing that, he feels that, oh, I'm the boss, I'm the, I'm the great, because there's people back up and tolerated his or her craziness. Yeah, that's right. For me, Sean, people, especially men doing that to a woman, I don't think they have, they have balls for that. They don't have. They are CC. Okay, because real men don't act like a CC. Okay, they don't. Just only Men act like that is CC. It's not the, sisterhood, uh, but the word CC, I know you know the word CC. CC. Well, it's just like if you really, if it's just like for me, once the person is doing things like that for me, like I said to you, share that I don't really give some time and attention to that person. Enough is enough. Okay? So once I say enough is enough, I don't want to look back the past. Okay? I just look forward. I don't want to deal with these people because from the start, okay, I give them a chances, to be part of my circle, but they shown me the reason not to trust and not to continue that kind of friendship. So I just deleted them to my list. So once they deleted, okay, I don't say anything towards you unless if you say something, but make sure if you're gonna say something to me, everything is true. It's not like gossip from other people that this is what they tells you, or else you will regret. You will regret that because I'm not playing that kind of games. Okay? If you want to start, make sure that you finish. If not, I'm the one who gonna finish that for you. And once I finish that for you, you don't really like it. So don't do that. What grown adult has time to try to bully other adult? They are not adult if they keep bully. They are their kid, or they have mental problem or mental ill. Yeah, especially if that person that, if the person, for me, who am I not to grant the sorry of a person? Because like I said, we're not perfect. Everyone commit mistake. So meaning they acknowledge their mistake. So give them a chance, giving them a chance. So don't go and, keep bullying that person because it's not good. And the person that doing that, you have to, you give a chance, meaning that they acknowledge their mistake. And then so once you grant their sorry, don't go and don't bully that person. Okay? So meaning there's something wrong. There's something wrong. Okay? And it's just like there's no really big reason you have to furious or upset that person. That's a kid act. Grown people don't act like that. What? There's no reason. And the reason is just like, for me, it's just like misunderstanding. Okay. That's the problem also, guys. Once the problem is just like misunderstanding, if there's somebody, like, some their friends tolerated her or uh his what they're doing, that misunderstanding will get worse because nobody stop him and then give him or her advice that, wait a minute, think about this. Okay, nobody. In fact, most of the people that go around in their circle is just like they love, to put more gas so that the ignition will really the fire will gonna be like the roof is on fire, which is not really advisable. If you're really friends, you're really true friends, you don't tolerate it that kind, and you know to yourself that that person doing bad. Forget it, forget it. Okay, find, yeah, that's why, guys, once, okay, this is my opinion. Finding a friends, when it comes to friends, guys, I'm very picky. All right, I'm very picky because there's so many tests that I'll give to a person. There's so many tests. One, two, three, four, five. Sometimes, most of the times, it's just like on the second test, I can see, their true colors. And on the third, I just want them, to be honest with me, but they don't. So I just stop contacting them, and then I don't really want to talk to them. And they know to themselves that once I not contacting or not talking to them, meaning there's the thing that I don't really like. Okay, because why you have to waste your time to those person that you think that they are your friend, but the truth is they will not value you as their friend. So it's just like you wasting time. There's so many people looking for friends that they're really, because you know what, guys, friends are extension of family. I that's what I interpret friends. They are the extension of your family, because sometimes if you have a problem, your siblings, your parents cannot really help you. The only person can help you is your close friend that really understand your situation. Okay, but sometimes people are just like user. Okay, they just there for you because they have personal interest in you. I don't know what is that, but most of people are users. The word, guys, okay, the word menopause, they don't really have to use that as to embarrass women or to bully women. because we women, we don't want to have a menopause, but that's the nature of women. Okay, women don't really like to become old. We don't want our skin to be wrinkled. We don't want that. We don't want our hair to become gray. We don't want that. But some people, they use the word menopause to insult, to bully women, which is not right. Okay? And you know what, guys? For those people, I don't, it doesn't really matter if you're here in the Philippines or outside Philippines. We have the law here in the Philippines that too much disrespect, too much, what do you call that? Degrading. A person can file case towards you. Okay? Make sure that you cannot come here in the Philippines. Okay? Because, there's some laws here that not valid in other countries. But if you come here in the Philippines, yeah, we can file case towards you. So you have to be aware of your mouth. You have to be aware of your words. Okay? Because I forgot that, it's just like, slander case. Okay, slander case. I think, the author in one, the implement the deceased Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago. She was the smartest senator, scholar of Stanford University. She has a master degree in Harvard. That's Filipina, but that's one thing that I really want her to become a president. But it's just like she just was senator until she passed away. Yeah, the guys used menopause were suffering from erectile dysfunction. Yeah, but you cannot, you cannot use the term because, like, for the men, there's there was a time that, there's a man that, react that, for the men, that's anthropos. They don't want that, and women too. We don't want that. Okay, so some people, they use that, to bully women. The word menopause. Yeah, it's just like, some men are, like matabiling bunganga. So if you don't like women, then don't talk to women. But don't say things like that, because if you're gonna say that, all women will react, because we don't want that to have that. All right. But that's the nature of women. Whether we like it or not, it will gonna happen to us. All right? So instead, giving a support for those women that experience menopause, because it really affect, the it cause of depression for the person that you bully about the word menopause. Guys, my skin, it's so itchy because, I went outside, so maybe I got, sunburn, guys. You see? It's getting red na. Itchy. But I just wash my face, just only, but so I don't really put something. So I think this is the sunburn that, yesterday, 2 days ago. Because I don't put sunblock on my face, so I just keep, you notice, guys, that I'm scratching my face. So you have to be aware of those people, huh? People, don't bully Filipina. Okay? If you bully Filipina and then you come here in the Philippines, nako, you might want it. You might want it, okay? And especially if we go to a politician, and especially if you're not Filipino, if you're from the West, oh, and then we have evidence that you keep disrespect us. Do you think Filipino men, especially politician, well tolerated you what you're doing to his or her countrymen? No. So I'm gonna example the blogger Vitali, okay? Example that because before most of people here, Western people, they do um, uh, crime here. It's just like just not really like a strong crime here, just like offense. We just the government just go and deport them because if they're gonna stay on the detention cell, it costs a lot of money from the government. But no, we don't do that anymore. We don't do that anymore because we Filipino, if we go to the other countries, we face our case or crimes that we committed. So if that's if that's life is the the what do you call that if that it depends what case or what crime you committed in other country, we face that, so we don't do that anymore. Okay, so just like the DILG secretary Remolia, that he has to face the crimes that he committed here in the Philippines. Okay, same thing. So like I said, make sure that if you bully Filipina or Filipino men, make sure that you are not coming here in the Philippines, or else it's easy for you to trace on the Bureau of Immigration, especially if we have some evidence that you say this. So you have to be you have to be aware of that. Okay, so I give you ideas. So be careful of your words. Okay, don't make fun with those people. Don't make fun for those women's feeling. Okay, because remember, you have a mother also. Before you came in the world, you have mother, and your mother has a mother, and your father has a mother too. So remember that word. You know what? In Southeast Asia, we Filipino are very friendly. Very friendly. But don't mess up with us, or else you go to jail. Yes. Don't make fun with Filipina. Okay? Don't keep your promise and then you broke your promise. Alright? Because you might get in trouble for doing that. Because there's so many there's so many influencer that will put you on jail. Okay? Remember, act right if you don't want to go to jail. So if you're doing that, okay. If you're not planning to visit Philippines, okay, the laws we cannot file case towards you there because some laws here is not valid in other countries. But if you're planning to visit Philippines, you better behave. All right? Because what if Filipino men will do that on your uh your sisters or women's in your country? Do you think that you will tell to the Filipino, oh, it's okay, you can do that to women's here? No, you will not. Of course, your sympathy will goes to your, fellow men. Same thing with Filipino. But the thing is, here's my advice for those women. Okay, you know already that kind of person. Why you keep dealing with this person? And you know to yourself that this person is not really serious on you guys. Why you have to keep believing of that person sweet tongue? Who's that Mike G? I don't know who's that Sean. Sorry guys, I don't know those bloggers because I'm not really into that. If I can say something BS on them, I don't want to, I don't want to interact. Okay? Women ha, Filipina. Listen to your ate. Okay? Don't. Don't fall for this Western people that you never see that in person. Okay? Believe the person will get their ticket and visit you. Okay? But if not, don't. Okay? But not all. Not all. But it's just like most of they do that. And I think that's the reason why, I share. That's the reason why it's the uh you know like I said that the iPhone smartphone is full of filter. There's a lot of Western men fall for that. They think that that woman is very pretty, young, and sexy. And then once they come here in the Philippines, to visit that woman, oh my goodness, Jesus Christ, is this you? Because Western people, I'm not saying all, okay? In fairness to those people that they were aware of that, in fairness to them, but most of they fall for that. They don't know that they're using filter. Okay? Yeah, that's why me guys, I don't use filter on my phone. Okay? I don't. Cher can tell you that what you see, what you get. Right, Cher? Because, me and Cher, we already met with each other. And she knows how do I look. Because I don't want to fake people, especially my viewers. Okay? I don't. Because it's not my personality to fake myself, to fake my personality. No, I don't. Well, hindi naman share, hindi naman. Well, I don't consider myself share as a beautiful woman. It's just like regular. So, well, I don't really, guys, I don't like to put makeup, I don't want to cover my original beauty. Okay, I don't. The only thing, as you can notice, guys, that my lips, I are wearing lipstick because I want to enhance the beauty of my lips because I have natural lips. Well, that's common for women. We wearing, lipstick, guys, so that we have kissable lips. That's all. But I don't really put something on my eyes, but I cannot really see, okay? I don't. See? I have a big eyes, but sometimes, I can't really see because I'm I don't put makeup. See? I don't have makeup on my face. Hi, Miguel. Hello, my babe. Oh, sweet Miguel. Okay, flying kiss to you, Miguel. Mwah. So, Miguel is very sweet, man. I love that from Miguel. Very sweet. Okay? How are you, my dear Miguel? So, yeah. And this person was, shared. I don't want to mention the name of this person. You told me that, the woman that, the woman that he promised, marriage. And then, the woman, I said, oh my goodness, I think there's something wrong. And then he didn't know that that woman wearing filter. Okay, even though she's wearing filter. But guys, I don't really want to, don't think that I'm mocking those women. But it's just like for me, if you're really true to yourself, you don't have to wear, something like filter. If the men like you, they don't really care if they like you because who's this? Prep Preppy girl. Hi. I forgot you, preppy girl. Where are you from? Okay. So most of men crazy about women that in the filter, guys. No, don't be, especially especially that they really, there's a blogger, guys, but he's not really into the I'm doing good. How about you? So I don't want to mention his name. He has a YouTube, but he's not really like us that monetize. It's just like he just go there on his channel just to upload videos that for memories. And then he said that they're 9 months, okay, and then he's in love with a girl. Okay, she's Filipina. And then I told him, have you met with each other? And then he said, no. And then she told me that, his girlfriend is so beautiful and what. And then I told him, did you ask, sorry, did you ask her to open the camera without filter? And then he said, no. Oh, big mistake. Okay. Because, if you're going to tell to a woman that hiding her personality or, her look, they will refuse. Okay? They will refuse that. Because most of, like I said, that, iPhone. iPhone has a good filter. The 70 or 80 years old, once you use, the iPhone, there's woman will look like 20 years old, 25 years old. Okay? So a lot of that people fall for that, especially Western men. Not all, majority. Okay? So I don't want to generalize that. Okay. So, just you can tell, you can tell if that woman using filter. You know what? Two guns. Even though the video call, there's a filter. There's a filter. Okay. But you know what? For me, look, it doesn't really matter. For me, I'm just be honest. Look doesn't really matter. What matters to me, how that person treated me. Okay, that means a lot to me. If he treated me good, that's very important. Look don't really matters. Because you know what? Here's the thing, guys. For me, I'm not saying all men. You expect a man young, handsome, good looking, but every day he gonna yelling at you. Every day you have black and blue. Every day he do Manny Pacquiao to you. So your life is not happy. You know what, guys? I think I need new eyeglass. I think my grade on my eyes it starts to, because I can. There has to be some type of initial attraction to. Well, actually, I really believe that men are very visual. They're very, it's easy for them to attract, the physical, okay? The look, the curve, okay? But they don't really look what's inside. But, actually, it depends, every person has their own ideal. But for me, I'm not. Well, of course, I don't want also that the person is. You can really tell that. Mm, who is this? You can't really identify. Is this a human or animal? We don't want that. Okay. We don't want that. So. Guys, I'm not a bad person. I'm just be honest, okay? Of course, we don't want, at when we sleep, if you get married, we don't want that, your wife or your husband, and then sometimes you forgot, and then you go on your side, and then you look the person. You don't want to scream, okay? Your reaction. Of course, your partner will get mad at you because yeah. Actually, guys, no, well, I cannot really have filter on my phone because my phone is, what? I mean, I don't want to use my laptop because, my laptop is, need a new one. So the connection, it really takes long, to connect. Okay, so I just use, I prefer to use my smartphone. But, my phone is this is 10 years old. It's kind of old, so no filter. And then suddenly that you're in you're sleeping good, and then sometimes you forgot, and then you don't want to yell. Who are you? And then you're gonna go to your partner. You're gonna remove that mess. It's not you. Or you want it, the holy water, it reminds me that I don't know, guys, if you watch, Mr. Ben, the Mr. Ben Holiday, that the mother of, the girl, that it's just like want to remove, because he thinks that that's a spy. He tried to remove it, then he just hit on the tray, and then she's a spy, but the girl that said, that's my mother, that's my mother, try to remove the, the mask. Ay, nako. Okay. Okay. Two Guns, is your girlfriend Filipina or American also? The first thing that I told my GF when I got with her is, don't send me no pictures with no filter, and I don't like makeup. Mhm. Oh, she's Filipina. She's from Cebu City, I'm sure. Cebu City? Oh, Tarlac. That's the place of the, the former, the late President Corazon Aquino and Noynoy Aquino, Tarlac. Is that in Luisita? I went to Tarlac, Two Guns, but just only in Luisita, Tarlac. That's the capital, that's the metro city in Tarlac, Luisita, owned by Cuanco. That's the compound owned by Cuanco. That's the former president, late President Corazon, not the son. So this is, seriously, guys, this is one thing that I would like to remind for those Western people. Okay, don't bring the BS here in the Philippines. Okay, because once you bring the BS here, it's gonna be messed up your stay or vacation here in the Philippines. All right. Oh my goodness, I already 1 hour na. Okay, I will sing na nga. Who wants to request a song? I will sing. Okay, so before I gonna start to our karaoke, so I just gonna sing 3 or 4 songs or more, maybe 5. So it depends. So here's my last statements for those people. It doesn't really matter where you're from, but here's the thing. If you apologize to a person, make sure that you're sincere, because meaning once you ask apologize or apology or sorry, means that you acknowledge your mistake. So once you acknowledge your mistake, don't do that again. Because if you do that, when you say sorry and you keep doing that again and again, there's something wrong with you. Okay? And don't you ever do that, because at the end of the day, there's somebody will like counterpart of your behavior, and we never know, you might like it or you might don't like it. So be responsible of your words and action for that. No matter what, no matter what, if you have a personality, no matter even in other country, if that your personality, you can still doing that. Okay? If you love to bully, no matter what country you're going, that's your personality. But you have to be aware what country you're going, because we never know. That's it really ends up you're in jail. You know, when I belch when I drink, the ginger ale. But I like the ginger ale, guys. So if the person acknowledges their mistake, then grant their sorry or apology. Same thing, vice versa. Because we're human. We all commit mistake. But the good thing is, once we acknowledge our mistake, we have to correct. Okay? But sometimes people, once they know that they mistake, they don't want to correct. Okay, so I'm gonna sing, guys. It's been a long time that I did not sing. It's just like, be nice to others and they will nice to you. Because what can you expect for those people that you bullied? Do you think they're gonna still nice to you? Of course not. Okay, so this is for every. Boy, you're everything a girl could want and more. 1,000 words enough to say what I feel inside. Holding hands as walk along the shore. I never felt like this before. Now you're all I'm living. Oh, Ismael. Ismael. This is not for kids show, okay? Ah, okay. What song you want me to sing for you, baby? Ready to enjoy more chicken joyous moments? How are you? Is this a vacation? Okay, my next song. It mostly what I need from you. So I'm gonna sing this controversial song. This is very controversial, guys. Okay, here. Every night she walks right in my dreams, sees a letter from star. I'm so proud that I'm the only one who is special in my heart. The girl is mine, the gone girl is mine. I know she's mine, the gone girl is mine. I don't understand the way you think, saying that yours is not mine. Singing roses and your silly dreams, really just a waste of time because she's mine. The doggone girl is mine. Don't waste your time because the doggone girl is mine. I love you more than me, but I love you endlessly. So come and go with me to one time, but we would get it halfway, so it's one or other. Discover that she's my girl forever and ever. 'Cause I really feel it's time. You know she's still you and the one for her. Girl is mine. The doggone girl is mine. Don't waste your time because the doggone girl is mine. She's mine. No, no, she's mine. The girl is mine. The girl is mine. The girl is mine. The girl is mine. Yeah, she's mine. Don't waste your time because the doggone girl is mine. The girl is mine. The girl is mine. Michael, we're gonna fight about this again. Paul, I think I told you I'm a lover, not a fighter. I hear that it all before, Michael. She told me that I'm her forever lover. You know that, don't you remember? I don't believe it. No, the girl is mine. The girl is mine. You know what, guys? You know this very controversial song that I sing a year ago. All right. So I have two more songs. Oh, that's very unexpected happened that when I sing that song. And I didn't know that man was so furious towards Michael Jackson.
Get 3 original recipe snackers for 100.
So this is my fourth song. So I'm gonna end up fifth song. Air Supply. I love you tonight and feel so right.
Experience a Verilux progressive lens for sharp. Ask your eye care professional for Verilux XR series progressive lenses. Oh yes. Matagal ko nang
What you do when you do that what you did to me.
ready to enjoy more chicken choice moments?
Okay, so I already reached the five song, guys. So I hope that you enjoy my voice. If not, well, that's my, that's the only way I can sing. So I don't want to show something that I cannot really reach on that kind of tune. Sorry if I irritate your ears for that. It is what it is. Okay. Oh my god, it's almost 2 hours. So yes guys, so we must be acknowledge our mistake. And if we're gonna say sorry or apology to a person, we must be sincere and serious, because once you acknowledge your mistake, meaning you don't want to happen that and again, okay? So I can notice that now people, it's easy for them to say sorry, but they are not really serious or sincere. So it's just like we don't want the value, the power of the word sorry. It will no longer applied for ourself or to other people. That's really messed up. Okay. And especially if we're grown people, we don't want to act like a kid, okay? Because those people act like a kid and they are grown people. So for those people who wants to be friend on them and they act like a kid, run, okay? Don't spend your time with that person, because at the end of the day, you will the next victim of that person. So if those people notice that this person, that's his or her behavior, they will disappear, and you will there to continue uh, stay with that person. Wait, you are the next victim of that person. Mark my word, guys. Oh my goodness, until now, see guys, my nails. I already script some of the indelible ink, but it's still there. So that's the what do you call that? Here in the Philippines, once we, done, because it looks like my nails, it's look dirty, guys. See? But anyway, I just wait for another week so that it will totally disappear. Because I don't really like, my nails. I don't have, a long nails, but I leave my nails. When I cut my nails, so I leave a little nails, okay? And I don't want to have a long nails totally. Because, I'm the one who prepare our food. I'll make sure that, the food that we eat is totally clean. And I don't want some dirt that stick on my nails, okay, too long. And one thing that I don't like is to put some extension nails. I don't want at the end of the day, at the end of the Frank will complain, oh, what's this in my mouth? And then he will find out that's the fake nails. We don't want to happen that. So I just gonna end up this 2 hours, because just a few minutes. So I still have 7 minutes to go. Before I gonna close this show, guys. And I think the main reason is there's like a few days ago that I discussed about why the friendship ends, because there's so many things that we people must learn with each other. So to find a really true friend, it's hard, okay? And sometimes people will say, oh, that's my friend, associate friends. So it's just like for me nowadays that the word friend or friendship, we don't really serious about that, because like I said that friends or friendship, that's the extension of your family, okay? Because once a person treated you like a family, that's a big uh, it's a big compliment that you will have to your friends, if they will treated you like a family. And especially when it comes to women, we don't really have same long of friendship. Not all, but some people they do. But there's a lot of thing happens that women we don't really end up our friendship as like as men does. Their friendship when it comes to men is very the it lasts long, but when it comes to women it's not. So I hope guys that you will learn from me when I say something about the word apology or the word sincere, and of course passport bro. So for those passport bro, like I said, that be careful about choosing a mate, especially Filipina, because nowadays that there's so many fake that shown online. Okay, like I said, that you must be aware of their real face. Okay, once you're talking online and it takes months that she refused to have a video call, meaning that there's something she's hiding from you. So that's the thing that I really want to open up and voice out for those password bros. Okay, and take your time to know the person first. Okay, because especially if you pick Philippines to get married here, it's kind of hard, for you to get out. Unlike if it's in the States, it's easy for you because in the state there's a divorce or false divorce. But here's once you get in on the word or the marriage life, it's kind of hard to get out. There's so many things that you have to prove to the court, and sometimes some of that grounds that you shown, sometimes the court will not grant for that. Okay, so think many times and know the person first before you say to her, will you marry me? Okay, because remember this saying guys, this is 100% true. The person that you're dealing with, especially if you're not living together, they will not show their true color unless you live together. So if there's a choice, my advice is cohabitate first before you tell to yourself, this is the woman that I want to be the mother of my children in the future. Same thing with a woman. Okay, if you living together and you're not compatible, it's easy for you guys to get out on that relation, find another one. Okay, but it doesn't mean that you're not compatible. You have to play other women's heart. You have the reason why you have to move on to the next chapter of your life. Okay, because some people they just do that, they just drop their promise to marry this person but they cannot keep it. They broke their promise, which is not right. Okay, and don't make games with women's heart. Okay? If you don't like the women, then don't drop your promise. Okay? Because those women that you fool, they really believe that. Okay? And then, my advice also for those women, don't fall for the sweet tongue of a man. Know the persons, know your know your worth. Okay? If you know your worth, you will not engage, or you will not interact with this person that wants to play games on you. You will not. Okay? So once again, guys, thank you so much for giving your time and support in comments. So until next time, good night and good afternoon in your time. So see you next time. Bye. Mwah.